Hello, and welcome to this bonus episode of Unboxing Women, where we explore the gender gap in the music and entertainment industry. If you're active in the music business, an independent artist and musician, or are just curious about how it all works, then this pod is for you. My name is Micah Rose, and with me is my friend Dana X. We are both independent recording artists based in Europe, and after having been called a bitch for knowing what we want, we were fed up and decided to be such a bitch, and are here to reveal what really goes on behind the scenes. You can listen to us on your favorite podcast platform and on our YouTube channel. Today's episode is a Christmas special. Happy Unboxing Day, everyone.
Happy Unboxing Day.
Yeah, exactly. So we thought we'd go into the season, get into the season, talk about Christmas songs. And I think Dana has something to start us off, because we asked some of you guys what your favorite Christmas songs were.
Indeed, yeah. We asked it on Instagram and we had some cool answers. So first one is Jingle Jangle All the Way by the Magnetic Bonbons. I didn't know that one. I had to look it up.
No.
Yeah, it's a little bit rocky,
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. It's a good song. Then Mele Kilikimaka? Kilikimaka. Mele Kilikimaka. I had to say it a couple of times because it's hard. It's Hawaiian for Merry Christmas, apparently. And the original was sung by Bing Crosby and covered by like half the world. From Betty Midler to Katie Tunstall.
Yeah. I mean, Christmas songs get covered so much.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like cover heaven. And then, of course, last but not least, Last Christmas by Wham, which might also be in my favorite bunch. I also like Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. I don't know which one. What is your favorite song?
Yeah. Oh, my favorite Christmas song, I'm going to go really old school and say probably something like The 12 Days of Christmas or
really?
The Little Drummer Boy. Yeah, because I grew up with those. Like, we'd have a Christmas CD on every Christmas, always the same CD, 12 songs, children's choir. It would run on repeat. Every time it finished, we'd just be like, from beginning, from the top. So those are basically the songs I hear at Christmas. Yeah, probably something like that.
I remember singing 12 Days of Christmas in assembly in school.
Yeah. It's very children. It's very kind of, I'd say even churchy, probably.
Maybe a little.
But it's, I don't know. I like them. They just kind of, they're Christmas for me. The other songs are, Christmas, but not Christmas Day. They're not on the day music. They're around the day music.
You know what I think is a pity? That in Europe we don't have like carolers. That's like so pretty. Or do they do that in Germany?
No, nobody goes around. We do have Christmas, Christmas events and choirs at churches. So even if you're not in a church, you can still be there and go or sing. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But no, we don't have carolers.
I'm looking at the video. It looks like I have a droopy eye. It's my stick-on lashes are being weird. So I apologize to everyone if I look a bit weird today.
Lopsided.
I am lopsided for Christmas. So, well,
I mean, you are wearing Shrek ears.
I am wearing my ugly Christmas sweater, my Ghostbusters ugly Christmas sweater, and my Shrek ears because that's the most Christmassy ears I had.
I'm wearing my Santa hat, which is actually passed down from my mother. It's glitter, so it's got a lot of poof and a lot of glitter, and I have these little reindeer clip-ons. They jingle. Don't know if you could hear that.
Yes, we could.
And very good.
They're clip-ons?
They're clip-ons. They're little clip-ons.
I thought they were off. Oh, I thought they were like
and they clip on
with the hat.
Now I need to get it back into the same position.
There you go.
Right, I think that's fine. Yeah. And then I am wearing my very first and very only Christmas jumper that Dana gave me not even this summer. Was it last summer?
It was in 2021.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't this year, it was last year. So it's a toothless Christmas jumper because I love How to Train Your Dragon, and it's so pretty. It's so great. It's got scales on the arms. Like, listen, honestly, everybody who's listening to this podcast as just a podcast, you need to have a look at the video just for this scene. Just please, just we're on YouTube. I think even maybe this season might be on Spotify as a
Yeah.
video. So, have a look, check it out. Stop your car, drive into the curb.
Stop your car. Please
Anyway,
don't
so let's
do an accident. Stop your car.
not in the middle
Look
of
at us.
traffic. Yeah, drive safely. But let's get back to Christmas songs.
Christmas. Yes.
Yes, we
It is
were
here.
segueing into Mariah Carey, I think. All I Want for Christmas.
Yeah.
So,
Why
yeah.
is All I Want for Christmas Is You such a success year after year? There are a lot of songs actually on Christmas playlists, and the most popular ones on the radio are sung by women. So that's good, I guess.
Yeah.
But let's dig a little bit deeper. So it's off an entire Christmas album that she released in 1994 with mostly classic covers, but there are a couple of other originals on there as well. And they don't really make the radio at Christmas. I mean, I listened to them and I might have heard them at one point, but they're not, I mean, I don't know them very well. And Ariana Grande wrote a couple of Christmas songs too, but they're not as popular. So I actually went into this whole article that was analyzing the music of All I Want for Christmas Is You, and it's because it was very complicated. It's like super deep into music theory. If people want that kind of stuff, I can link it in the show notes. And yeah, it just has a couple of these really nostalgic elements that just make us love the song and make it nostalgic, even though it is actually modern pop.
That's so interesting.
Now it isn't anymore, but even in 94, it felt nostalgic, and that's why we just clung on to it for Christmas.
So basically you're saying that nostalgia in Christmas songs is what catches us. So they were kind of harking back to older Christmas songs. So I don't know, maybe I guess he's not that old, but Frank Sinatra or
Well, more, Bob's from the 60s, 50s and 60s, and it's more about not specifically the singer or songs that we knew from then. It's the chord progressions. So
okay.
Yeah.
So it's not even about the sound, it's just the progressions.
It's the progressions, and also they're taken from songs that aren't specifically Christmassy. So songs from back then in the 50s and 60s that we all know, heard, and it just makes us feel nostalgic to like a time before. And it's those specific chords that do that. So it was really a very interesting read. Yeah.
That's very interesting. Sounds very Tin Pan Alley.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It really does. All right. So All I Want for Christmas is, let's say, a machine fabricated kind of song that was made to make us love it.
It was very engineered. I mean, Mariah wrote it together with this other guy that I don't remember now, but I will put it in the show notes. Obviously, you can find the credits of the song anywhere on any platform. And they wrote it specifically to have this success, really, and it worked. So good on them. So if you want to redo it as a songwriter,
the basis of the song is all I want for Christmas is you. I don't want anybody else. I want you underneath the Christmas tree. So it is a love song, really.
Yeah.
So how does that factor in? Is that like something that we see often? I feel like that's something we see often in Christmas songs. But do we see it more in female Christmas songs, or do we see it across the board? Because Last Christmas from Wham, right? That's also a love song technically, but it's more of a I'm not gonna touch you again because you broke my heart last year.
It's a broken heart song, yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't we can go deep into this and do an analysis of all the songs, but obviously there's some classics like White Christmas, and and stuff like that, which it's general. It just speaks in general about snow and
That's
you know,
true.
the feeling of Christmas. But I mean the Christmas songs, modern ones specifically written for Christmas since I guess the 50s, that are not the classics, are a lot of women are singing about relationships. And I guess you know, it's logical because the family sees, you know, everybody comes back for Christmas, you know.
Hmm.
People go their own way, they live their lives, and then you know, there's a holiday and people find each other again at Christmas. So I guess it's logical, but it is very always based on kind of a male and female relationship, you know. It's never about seeing your kids again at Christmas, you know.
Yeah, which I think is really odd. Like, I mean, I would always see Christmas as family time. And honestly, I mean, obviously, if you've been with a partner for a long time, then yes, you'd want to be with them at Christmas. But y- that only happens after a certain period of time. If it's just like a partner you've been with for maybe a half a year or a year or something, family's gonna outweigh that. You're not gonna
Yeah.
want to, you know, you're gonna want to see your family. Like, if it's the choice between your family and your partner and you really love your family, you're gonna see your family. I don't know, it's,
Yeah, it's like all these women are like just, you know, waiting at home for this guy to
yeah,
come back, and Christmas is like the perfect thing. Is it, you know, is that an American thing? Is it because they're all
it
at
might
war or
be.
something? In America,
Yeah,
they're always at war. It's like
that's true.
they're
Yeah,
always on some kind of tour. So I mean, I don't know.
maybe.
I don't know. Or is it the nostalgic thing? Like, oh, you know, you just want to see him at Christmas, but where has he been for the rest of the bloody
Well, I
year?
mean, yeah, well, if you think about it though, all the or a lot of the American Christmas movies, have him working at Christmas. So it's
Yeah.
like there's a deadline that needs to be met, and like he's working and he can't make it home for Christmas, be it to a partner or be it to family. Like, it's always they're working.
Yeah.
So maybe it's that. Maybe it's like they're alluding to the work hustle culture or something. I don't know.
But again, the women are at home, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, women in America are apparently always at home. If you
Well,
are to believe pop culture,
yes,
yeah,
that's true.
they're at home.
And
So,
you know, I mean, there are a couple of them like I just sometimes, and it's always about Santa as well. Okay. So, I just think it's
oh
a
my god,
very,
yes! Oh,
yeah, Santa.
go ahead. Say it.
I just
Say it.
think it's a very disgusting and freaky concept to sexualize Santa. You
Yes.
know, I mean, it's this old fat white guy with an unkept beard. How did old
Yeah,
white fat men succeed in making this sexy? I mean, come on.
right? Right. I mean, the best example, Santa Baby,
Oh, it just feels so
right?
wrong.
Santa Baby. It's oh my god.
I can't sing that. I feel like I'm violated in some way when I sing that. I'm like, oh, that's I cannot.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
comment anybody else who
women.
feels this way about like dirty sexy Santa songs. What, how? And is that only because the women are obviously, you know, when we dress up in like a female Santa suit, all of a sudden we're a sex object? Is that what they're trying to do with
Oh.
Santa then? Or is it because she's probably wearing the Santa suit and it's like, ooh, you know, let's do this fantasy thing. I'm not sure, but it's a bit
Again, I don't get the fantasy thing of dressing up in a even the woman dressing up in a Santa suit. I mean, yeah, it might look cute, but that's because you made it, like, really tight fitting to your body, and it's got, like, fur everywhere and tassels and
yes.
glitter, and it's red, and men love red, so it's just it's very strange.
Yeah, it's like
I
the
don't know.
very short nurse suit as well, you know?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, oh my
Sexiness.
god.
Yeah. So veering off of Sexy Santa, um, which I agree, I think should be absolutely not
Should be
allowed, should
banned.
be forbidden. Yeah, should be banned. You had another one you wanted to veer into.
Oh, yeah. The most disturbing song is Baby, It's Cold Outside, which is a duet.
Oh, yeah.
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 And the female part keeps saying she really needs to go. And then he persuades her to stay and spikes her drink while doing it.
He spiked her drink?
He spikes her drink. Yeah. Yeah.
What?
I've got the lyrics here. Yeah. It's Christmas rape, everyone.
Oh, oh.
It's so wrong. Yeah. I don't think anybody has actually just looked at these lyrics and said, wait a minute, this is misogyny at its best.
Oh my God, read them. I want to know.
So she says, so she's like, oh no, I need to go. My mother will start to worry. And then he says, beautiful, what's your hurry? My father will be pacing the floor. Listen to that fireplace roar. So she's in, she just said no, but he's keeping her there. And then she says, yeah, but my mother and my father, they're going to start worrying. So I really need to go now. But there's always an excuse. And then afterwards, she's like, okay, now I'm going to have to get, because he's not accepting a no. So I'm going to have to grab at things like, oh, the neighbors, what will they think? And then he says, baby, it's bad out there. Say, what's in this drink? She says. She says it. She says, what's in this drink? Because she's starting to feel it. And then he's like, oh, no cabs to be had out there. Well, shouldn't you be a gentleman and call her a cab? She's been saying no for half a song. Anyway, it goes on to say, I ought to say no, sir. And then he says, mind if I move in closer?
That is so disgusting.
It gets more disgusting. And she says, at least I'm going to say that I tried to say no. And then he says, what's the sense in hurting my pride?
What?
I know. It's disgusting. Everyone must read these lyrics. It's horrible. I really can't stay, then she says. Baby, don't hold out, he says. So basically he's just like, take off your pants now, because, this is annoying me now. And then she says, oh, you're very pushy, And he says, I'd like to think of it as opportunistic.
What?
Nobody has realized this. It's crazy. I simply must go, she continues. Still she's saying no. And then she actually says, the answer is no. And then he says, but baby, it's cold outside. You are speechless. You are speechless. It goes on though. Micah, it goes on.
No.
It goes on with just 3 more lines. Well, it goes on with a half more song, but these 3 lines sprung out to me. And he says, how can you do this thing to me? She says, there's bound to be talk tomorrow. Like, we're still together here. People are going to start talking because, they think we've done it. And then he says, think of my lifelong sorrow. You're not allowed to go. You have to put out for me, because think about what my feelings will be. I will be without having, being able to have sex with you. Anything that she says doesn't matter. He's still keeping her there. She said no a gazillion times. And then at the end, she says, these are the last 2 lines, okay? She says, okay, fine, just another drink, because she's just sick of him not listening and not letting her go. And then he says, that took a lot of convincing. So it's basically...
Well, yeah, because she didn't want to fucking be there.
Yeah, because she said no a gazillion times. And men don't hear no, as we know. Men don't hear no. So she says, okay, fine, just another drink.
Song? How
I don't
is
know.
Nobody picking up on this?
I don't know.
Probably people pick up on this. How did I not pick up on this?
I don't know. But it is disgusting. If you listen, if you just put the song on and you listen closely and don't do anything else, just listen, it's really creepy, because she really wants to go, but he doesn't let her. And it's starting to feel, it's a bit, it is a bit weird. It's all the things.
Also, if you think about the song, he always sings over her. Like, he never lets her finish her sentence. He always sings over her.
Also, I didn't catch on that one. Yeah, because she's like, What the neighbors might, the baby's gone.
Exactly. It's like, I
True.
really can. Baby, and it's like, no, I wasn't finished with my fucking sentence, asshole.
Exactly. So she's saying no the whole song. And it's basically what we're saying nowadays is like, no is not convince me, but this is a song exactly to convince her. Like, she's saying no all the time and he keeps going, and in the end she's like, oh my God, okay, I'll just stay. And then he says, oh, that took a lot of convincing. Well, yeah, because I said no, dude.
Yeah. And then like people will be like, oh yeah, but you said yes in the end. And it's like,
Yeah.
no, I just kind
So
of
it's her
fucking
fault.
gave up. Yeah. It's really sad. I've seen this happen to friends of mine as well, who just let themselves be convinced into a relationship.
Oh.
And I sit next to them and I'm like, this is not good. You did not want this. You said no like so many times. This is not okay. They don't listen because they're
Yeah.
convincing themselves that it's okay and that it's fine, and it's not. And they're like, oh, but he's so nice, and oh, but he really cares, and he really tries, and you're just like, no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. If he were nice, he would respect your fucking decision the first time you say it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what this song is about. So even though it's cold outside, there might be a blizzard. If she doesn't want to stay with you, then help her to leave at least. Buy her a cab. Call her a cab.
Also, you're like, he's talking about his pride. Isn't your pride going to be more hurt if you're going to try and fuck somebody who, sorry for the profanity, but if you're going to try and have sex with somebody who doesn't want to have sex with you? Isn't that like more hurting your pride than...
I don't know. I don't think they care because they just want to have the sex. They don't care about anything else. So that's, it's really, that's what the song is about. So she's like, okay, but she says no. There's literally no in the song like 5 times.
It's insane. Absolutely insane.
Yeah. So that was my big analysis of Christmas songs. This one stood out to me, and a couple of years ago I wouldn't have noticed, but now today, in whatever is happening now, the female revolution and all of that, like we're not taking their shit anymore. This is what I found, and it's a very disturbing song with my Shrek ears.
The thing is, probably a lot of people will be like, well, it's an old song, they used to be like that, and there's no real reason to change it or take it off the market because, it's kind of like people not wanting to change children's books
or the Disney
that
movies
are new, or the Disney movies, like that are showing really bad stuff and old kind of values.
Yeah, well, I get it, and it is a song, and I mean, it used to be fun to sing, but I don't know. It's just telling of, I guess, the times that this song indeed was written. But let's be honest, it's still this way. We still say no, and they still try to convince us and get a yes out of us or a nothing out of us, instead of that no. So if you're standing there like half an hour and he keeps saying, oh, but yeah, like a child, then at the end you give up and you're like, oh God, okay, whatever. And that's literally what this song is doing. So I think we should just be more aware of what we're singing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, this one.
God,
one
that's
really
that's really brought me down.
I know. I'm sorry.
Not festive at all.
Yay
like,
for Unboxing Day!
Yay!
Let's unbox this Christmas thing.
Let us know what you're unboxing or what you unboxed this Christmas, and if maybe it was a fun song.
Maybe if you had any revelations like this that you want to share with us. And sorry for bringing
Let
you
us know.
down.
Well, I hope you only brought me down.
Well, that's all for today, folks. Thank you for tuning into Unboxing Women Day. And if you've ever had an experience that you want to share with us, let me just pull up the banner. Here we go. Send us a DM or tag us in your post with the hashtag suchabitch, or send us an email on suchabitch@unboxingwomen.com. Don't forget to drop us a like on Instagram or wherever you are listening to us now. My name is Dana Rex, and I've been chatting with Micah Rose. Tune in to another episode of Unboxing Women when the new season starts in the new year. See you then. Bye.
See ya.